What's good? Welcome back, everybody. How you going this afternoon in Australia? Evening if you're over in the States, and dead of the night if you're a European. What's good, guys?
My little pickle, kombucha.
Murray, thank you for the
These
5
nuts.
months,
Have
you
a nice
legend.
day.
Thank you so much, Murray. What's cooking? Thank you for the 5 months, tier 1. There's some mayo. If you pull Cynthia's agar chomp, let me buy it. I've been thinking about all the different things I could probably pull from
my
this.
little pickle, kombucha.
It's been a while since we've done a pack opening stream,
These
so
nuts. Have a nice day.
I gotcha. What's cooking? Good to see ya. Buzz Bunny, thank you for the 2 months. Absolute legend. Thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the 2-month streak. Thanks for coming down. Desamaya, thank you for the prime. Thank you for the 2 months of prime, you legend.
These nuts.
Dangies, what's
Have a
good,
nice
King?
day.
Oh, Dangies. Dangies, what's been happening? Talk to me, King. Are you playing Elden Ring? IQ Gab, what's cooking? Thanks for coming down, man. How you guys been? A guy from a crowd. Hopefully you're still awake, buddy. Mitchy, what's good, Mitchy? Mitchy, I'm in the thick of it. I gotta message you properly. I'm in the fucking thick of it, dude. Who do you think is gonna win, Knicks or Pacers? Knicks were up last I looked. I really need the Knicks to win. Yeah, mate, I got so much fucking riding on those Brunsons. Scyther Steve, did I get any Final Fantasy? I did actually manage to pre-order some from Germany, and I'm sending them to a German parcel forwarder. And also, I got a chop out from someone in the Discord. Absolute legend. Buzz Bunny, thank you for the sub. Thanks for kicking off the hype train, chat. I'm awake barely. Got to fall asleep to the dulcet tones. What does dulcet mean? Time to Google that. I've seen that word, but I've never actually looked it up. Dulcet tones is an actual term. Dulcet tones describes sounds that are soft, sweet, and pleasing to the ear. I'm flattered. Often associated with a melodious or soothing quality. I'm flattered. Hello, Risa. Blank Turk, what's cooking? Good to see ya. Razdog. How you going, buddy? Big Razdog. Nicholas, what's up, Nicholas? Murnip, good to see you, King. What's good? Hey, did you guys watch the... Who watched the CardCon stream from Sunday? That was a bit cooked, but I learned a lot. I learned about the cons and how I should stream them. It seemed the most exciting thing was me doing deals. I thought that was gonna be kind of weird.
My little pickle, kombucha.
Watching me do deals,
nuts.
but
Have a nice
you guys seem to like that. Taco Jake, what's cooking, King? 31 months of Prime, your legend. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, legend. Legend. Jake, when are you coming down to Melbourne next? I'm not coming up to Perth for a good hot minute. Not until they announce the dates for Perth Regionals. Did you have fun in Melbourne? It's the main thing over Easter. Christy and Tropical, 2 legends. What's good, guys? OKC wins finals in 5 anyway. Easy. You know what I was thinking? I reckon Pacers actually win that series. I think Pacers actually win that series. Did I manage to sell my cards that day? I sold a few. I didn't sell all of them. I'm going back to another con Sunday. I'm going to Hobby Hangout to sell a whole bunch more because I want to get a lot of Japanese cards. I'm going for my grails. I'm on a grail run. Love Melbourne. It's always a good time. I don't think I'll be there anytime soon, though. Well, it'll be Perth. It'll be Perth. What Corky or Humidor merch you want? ZD, I can't tell if you're trolling me. ZD, I thought you hated me.
Pussyo, my little pickle.
Honestly, I thought you hated me. We got a lot of primers
These
today.
nuts. Have a
I'm not going to
nice
say
day.
where are the primers at because all the primers are here. Thank you for the prime, Noms. Absolute legend. I'm trying some different music today. I've got fighting game fucking best hits. 2 hours of the best fighting game music playing. I hate you, so I buy, give cut. Oh, what? What? Look, all I take away from that is that you hate me. Steaming take. We'll get done what Katie left for. Bro, I actually think Pacers defense wins that series, dude. What the hell? Nah, man. Hallie's on another level at the moment. I think Hallie is probably the best player. Oh shit. I think Hallie is the best player left in the playoffs right now. I do not rate Shea as a player. It goes without saying, he's a free throw merchant. That alarm is eBay auction. I have 1 minute and 20 seconds to put a bid on this. Speaking of FGC, Tekken was hype this weekend. I have missed it all. I got a couple of things I got to say. There's some things I got to say before I start streaming. Before I start opening up these Destined Rivals packs. But I did get Destined Rivals today. It was extremely fucking easy. There was 8 people in the line in front of me. I just picked up a box from my LGS. They were lovely. This whole time, they had a Charizard statue. I didn't even know that it was there. I've walked past it at least 10 times. It was a very smooth experience. You guys in the States, it's not officially released yet, is it? What's up, Corn? Goated Pools, can I have 10,000? Dude, I'm still waiting for that money to hit my account. Goated Pools, biggest fucking tight ass I've ever met in my life. Not only is he not subbed, he's not even primed. He doesn't even prime. So I asked him for $10,000. I just needed a chop out, and he said bet, and then he never sent it. How was Ardo? Dude, it was insane. It was so good. I'm wearing the crew. It's so good. It was really good. This is very comfy. Pay me royalty. Oh shit, I better do this bid. What am I bidding? Oh shit, I think it was too late. I got outbid. Fuck. Nah, I got it on the dot. Fuck. I think I either didn't get the bid in or I got outbid. Because I bid 115, but then somebody else won it for 115. Which makes me think that I was too late. Alright, I gotta mentally move on from that. What's up, Kygus? Pay me royalties for the documentary? Dude, you made way more from the documentary than I did. How much money do you fucking need? I heard about the car you bought. I know everything, dude. 1 hour till I go pick up my Destined Rivals BB. We all praying. This shit was so easy to get. I literally just walked into the store and I picked it up. I don't know what happened. What happened was I lost an auction, but I don't think I would have paid that much. I think it was a bit too much for the card I was trying to get. MSRP? Yeah, MSRP from my LGS. I actually have a second box that someone else hooked me up with that I'm going to save for a special moment. Today's not that moment, but there's enough moments for this today. Why is my suitcase in here? That's fucking weird. I'm not even going to bother. Is the situation really that bad in the States? Because it feels like, but it could be confirmation bias because I'm just seeing everybody on my feed who's getting it. But it just looks like pretty much everybody is just getting it. It was ridiculously easy here in Australia. It depends where you are. We don't have ETBs. They got delayed. Do I want a milky bag? No, I want you to prime. I want you to fucking sub. You're a tight ass. Boxes are about 250 to... Actually, let me look at the receipt. Different store.
Pussio, My Little Pickle, Kombucha, D's Nuts. Have a nice day.
Boxes are fucking expensive, dude. fuck? But this is how it's always been here. So we actually get fucked here. But I think this was an Australia-wide fucking. So it's between 160 to 195 USD. Which seems bad. But I know that was like a city, that was like a countrywide fucking. How much is it in the States for a booster box? Boba, thank you for the 12 months, you absolute legend. Thank you, Queen. Thank you for the prime. 12 months is a long ass time. Thank you so much, Boba, you legend. Which card party are you going to this year? MSRP is one city plus tax. At this point, buying singles are the only way to go, man. Yeah, I mean, ordinarily, if it wasn't for the channel and it wasn't for, you know, just like an excuse to go live and rip a box with you guys, I probably wouldn't pick one of these up. I mean, I couldn't get Journey Together, so I didn't try very hard to get it. But with Journey Together, I was heading to Japan, so it didn't make like a whole lot of sense to like ruin myself for it. 200 at a GameStop. That price, the Australian price I just quoted, is the price everywhere now. In the past, you could get it for about, you could get a booster box for about, well, in 2020, you were getting them for about 95 USD, 85 to 95 USD in 2020 in Australia. And then I'd say about 2023, 2024, especially with the release of Scarlet Violet, you started paying maybe closer to 100 to 120 USD. Became like pretty normal. And then with this set, there was a countrywide fucking that happened with it. And now you're paying between 160 USD to 190 USD. So, what's up, Diamond Hands? So, Diamond Hands actually got me the hookup with the 160 USD price. We're just talking about the prices here because I'm giving everybody context for how expensive stuff is here versus Australia. But I was saying it was relatively easy to pick up a box. You chopped me out. But I went to my LGS and managed to get one there as well. A JB Hi-Fi selling at Emma. I'd say JB are selling closer to that 300 AU, but I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, basically the distributor here did like a blanket price rise across the country. It's definitely, I was thinking about this, like I'm going to open this up and then we're definitely going to get to a point where it just like absolutely doesn't make sense to open up a box if you're just like a regular person. I've been thinking a lot about that lately and there's a video that I want to make about that and I haven't had time to because something has come up. Same supply as Journey. It seems like there's a lot of supply out there for this, Diamond Hands. Card parties, if they're no card parties, they're not in Cali. Not a fan of traveling alone. Fair enough. I guess the closest one there for you would be the Seattle one. If I do get to card party this year, it will be the West Coast one because the East Coast is pretty far, dude. How's the best Blissey player in Oz going? I'm still mad I didn't top 32. I was so close. Where's this fucking tight ass? You are a tight ass. I'm gonna slap your head in. I'm just grieving goated pools. I just can't stand. He comes in when I see his stupid name here. It fucking burns me, dude. Am I going to Worlds? I should be. If you come to Seattle, tell me and I'll take you to the best food. What's the best food in Seattle? Where is card party this year? There's one in Florida. I think it's Tampa Bay. All I remember about Tampa Bay is Kenny Powers. Remember that show? He's like the baseball player. That's when I think of Tampa Bay, I think of that. And then I think there's another one in Seattle. You fell down the stairs? Oh, wait. Oh, wait, was that Worlds? No, that was... You're crossing my wires, Murray. I'm getting... Yeah, I was going to say, that wasn't Worlds. I just like literally fucking flashbacked. I was like, am I getting two different instances mixed up? There's a pizza place you have to schedule months in advance to eat. Maybe set your order now. What the hell? How good could it possibly be? I tried to warn everyone how good we were eating during Paldea, but people thought Pokemon was mid or dead. I made a whole video about it, and people clowned me at the time. Seattle Convention Center is near some decent food, but I find... So you got pizza so far in Seattle. What else? Quick announcement. All right, quick announcement. So, fucking Australia's worst kept secret. So, it's true, even though I said it and I've already semi-announced this last Sunday, I am going back to Japan. I'm going back and we're doing it again. We're doing a season 2. So, what's today? Friday? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. In 2 days, I leave. I go back to Japan, which seems fucking crazy. It's very sudden. I know I just came back, but the day I left, I was at the airport and Black Bolt White Flare got revealed, and I was like looking at it and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to come back. So that's where I'm at. So 2 days I leave and I'm doing something very different. So in the previous trip, I was just in Tokyo. This trip, I'm going out of Tokyo to a completely new place. A place where I want to film like some cool videos. And of course, I'm going to be streaming. So I will be continuing the Japan IRL streams. I'm just pointing in the corner because that's where the backpack is. But we'll be doing a season 2, 2025 season 2 for Black Bolt White Flare. Some are saying this next trip won't be his last either. Well, it's been fun, which is the main thing. It's the most fun way for me to make content. It has well and truly like revitalized my passion for streaming and content in general. The only issue now is that I'm kind of like, I'm low on time to edit. I'm getting through some edits and we've brought on another editor, which is like kind of dope. So we've always had Blendy, the actual goat. We have a new fellow who's helping out with some edits, which is going to be dope. So there will be more content coming up. You will see a higher frequency, especially of shorts, VODs, and then my videos. So a lot of the mistakes I made on the previous trip, just fixing them for this next trip, and it's another iteration. Taco Jake says, do you not work? I work a fuck ton. I want to say I work like 70 hours a week. Somebody left a comment on one of my videos the other day and they said, you look like shit. And I was like, thank you. That's fine. I know it. I don't look the best. I've looked better. But hey, Papa jluv's getting old. I'm getting older. Many are calling me Unk these days, right? But it's an evolution. You know, I'd rather be Unk pushing myself to the limits. This is the most Unk speech of all time. I'd rather be than Unk doing the same old shit that he was doing like fucking in 2020, 2021. You know, look, not that I hated that, but like, it's just it's an evolution. It's the progression of the channel. I feel like Bobert, most people are working like 2 jobs. So content and everything isn't the only thing I'm doing, but I'm really trying hard. I'm really fucking trying hard to make it the only thing I do, because if it's the only thing I do, I can do more and I can do better. So that's what we're like working towards. Plus also I didn't have the child, but a child has been brought into my family. 50-50. But like once you consider like childbirth and shit, I probably did like 30% of the work, 20% of the work. I had a part to play in that fucking fucking situation. Let's just leave it at that, right? So there is a little baby, little Sigma. And so, you know, weirdly stated, I think that could be the worst way that anybody has ever said they had a fucking kid. Normal person, hey man, I had a kid, all right? I don't sleep as much. jluv. You know, I did 50-50, 40, 30, let's call it 20%. I had a part to play. I went 50-50 on this baby. I had sex, all right? So I did my fucking part. Listen, I fucking had sex, okay? And so now there's a kid.
Unlike you losers, I had sex.
You know, somebody actually said that, Joe, the other day. The digital footprint left behind for Sigma is fucking diabolical. Like, when he's like 10, 12, whatever, when he gets to high school and the kids see the shit I was doing, they see like me grinding my ass on a box of Dragonstorm. They see Nessa. They see the feet shit. They see this shit. It's actually fucking, it's over. Like, he's fucked. He actually is fucked. When they said that, I was like, Mr. Krabs, I was like, oh my God, he's actually fucking ruined, dude. He's not going to stand a chance. You were slain at that Thai place in Melbourne. Xavier, there was no Thai place. Shut the fuck up, okay? Don't all kids want to be streamers? You'll be the coolest kid ever for having a dad who streams and make content. He's like a nature boy. He loves being outside. I don't think he's going to give a shit about anything I do. Have you guys seen the photos? He's fucking blonde. I don't even think he's mine. He's mine. He better be. Some crazy statements being made, and they continue to be made. He'll be an IRL streamer. True. If anything. He spawned out of nowhere. So yeah, basically 2 days I'm leaving again. I'll be in Japan. The streams will start on the they will start on the 4th of June. If you're in America, if you're in Australia, they will start on the 5th of June. The streams, if you're in America, will be on the 4th of June, the 5th of June, that's the release date. Then on the 7th of June, then on the 9th of June, and the final stream on the 11th of June. So there will be 5 streams. There will be a schedule, unlike last time where I just was doing it off the rip. There'll be a schedule, 5 streams, and one of them will be on Black Bolt White Flare release date. And there will be a time. So if you're in Australia, the streams will be, or Europe? No, that applies to Australia and Europe. So in June, 4th, 5th, 7th, 9th, and 11th. In Australia, 5th, 6th, 8th, 9th, and the 12th. It'll all be written down. Knicks winning 95-79. Well, they threw a game 1 lead that was greater than that, so not holding my breath. Dude, I saw your pic on Insta and I thought, damn, little Sigma is super blonde and almost sent you a DM joking that you should take a DNA test, but that seemed out of line. You know what? Even if it did seem out of line, well, within the line at the same time. I've been thinking about it. How long of a flight is it to Japan for you? Japan's pretty good as an Australian because it's only about 10 hours. So TLDR, what happened was flights were cheap and obviously accommodation got like way cheaper because it's out of the peak period. And I just have a burning desire to get back and do more in this specific area, which you'll see when I get to Japan. But the flights were super cheap. There was a sale and it just was like, I feel like this is like, we can all agree that this is the natural progression of everything that I do here on Twitch and on YouTube to keep just sort of like pushing my boundaries. So It's been fun, especially when you consider in 2024, like halfway through the year, I was like, I'm pretty much going to fucking quit streaming. I was like, I'm done. And then I didn't stream for like 6 months. And now look at me. I'm like fully in the thick of it, doing all these IRL streams and stuff. So it's good. So as always, the dono goal, everything that you guys put towards this goes towards that Japan trip, as well as the sub goals. So if you want to support, that's how you do it. Also, actually, while I'm here, I am going to make an announcement. And this is my final announcement. I'm going to start opening up Destined Rivals. Also, I'm very, very super open to feedback on this because I know that this is going to be this could be semi-controversial. I'm going to wait for the ad break to finish and then I'll talk about it. But this is something that I just have thought about, could be like a good idea, might help a few people. So I may as well like launch it. And then if people like it, they like it. And if they don't, they tell me. What's up, Darth Beam? How you going, King? A giveaway? You know, that was another thing I thought about this morning. I was like, should I do a giveaway soon? I feel like I owe, like, just a give back to you guys. But then giveaways always feel so transactional. It's a problem with them. It's like, you guys have to do this for me, and then I'll let you potentially win something, but it's probably like a 1% chance. Fuck you, go fuck yourself. Bro, you crashed out on me when I was playing Stellar Blade because I didn't do your mobile game quest on the spot. Yeah, and I was fucking I was down bad because I was fucking broke as hell back then. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't like doing those anymore because it felt very transactional and I was like begging. I felt like I was like begging you guys constantly and I just didn't like begging. I didn't like begging you. You understand? It felt like I was begging and then they fucking didn't even pay me fully. They fucking ripped me off like 50% of that. I was just not paid for like 400 USD of that shit that I did. Awesome. Thank you, Stream Elements. Did they really? Yeah. And I was like, awesome. I'm fucking broke and like you motherfuckers aren't paying me shit. Yeah, it fucking sucks, dude. GG, sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, I appreciate it. That sounds like I fucking didn't appreciate it at all. That just sounded so fucking condescending. I was like, yeah, well, fuck you. But I did. Yeah, well, it fucking sucked. Put him on blast. I don't have the fucking time or energy. Now it sounds like I'm getting angry at you. What do I walk into? A usual fucking stream. Nothing. I'm just really running my mouth. Everything's all good. We're okay. We're okay. I'm not crashing out. I'm not having a meltdown. I'm just fucking, what's with the rage? I don't know. I'm fucking fine, dude. Okay, so this is not begging. This is jluv provides a service. Okay, so biggest industry kept secret is that okJLUV has a Patreon. All right. But for the longest time, I've really struggled to work out how I can make the Patreon of value to you guys. And I think I've kind of worked it out. So if you are looking for a specific card in Japan, okay, if you are a Japan Love tier, which is like the $5 AU a month tier, on Patreon, you will get access to all the Patreon exclusive content, which is the same as YouTube member channel exclusive content, which are like, they're sort of just like sit down, like talk to the camera videos. I give you guys an update of what's going on. Or maybe I'll actually like spit the shit, talk about my feelings, whatever. And I have added an extra thing to Patreon, which is member exclusive live stream once a month, which is kind of like an Ask Me Anything kind of thing. Excuse me. Which is like an Ask Me Anything, just like back and forth chat, which can be anything, right? It can be about like the inner workings of like the Japan trips and stuff like that. Right? But if you are a $5 a month tier, which is the Japan Love tier, I'm going to rip this up and put it on the screen, right? So I'm doing this thing, right, where if there is a specific card that you are looking for in Japan and you are a member of the Patreon, if you notify me, I will actively keep an eye out and look for it. The thing with these Japan trips is that I go to, you know, a fuck ton of stores. So I'm seeing ridiculous amounts of cards. And when I go into the stores, you guys have seen the videos, I don't just like go in and walk out. I look at every single card on the shelf. So if there is a specific card you're looking for that's like ultra niche and you don't want to buy it at like a store markup, which is a thing that you can still do, right? But you're trying to find it specifically in Japan and you want me to like appraise it or check the condition of it, I will get it for you. There are terms and conditions to that, which is basically like if it's over $100, you just got to pay me up front, pay me over PayPal or Wise or whatever, and I'll actively keep an eye out for it. The reason why I've introduced this as an option for people is because when I'm on the trips, a lot of people ask me to keep an eye out for the cards, and I do it. If you have ever DM'd me, or even if you like people who are going to Tokyo now and want to know the card stores before I make the video, because I'm still working on it. I mean, like, haven't started the Akihabara video. I just answer you anyway, but it gets really difficult to track all the different people that are looking for a card. And so if it's in the one spot, I will actively just make sure it gets done. I can't offer this to everybody for free. It's just the reality of it. It's just too difficult. And also in the same breath, like, I am looking for a way to build a bit more revenue into the channel through stuff like Patreon. So this is kind of just like a way to get eyes on the Patreon. You don't have to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't feel pressured. If there's feedback and you think it's slimy or you think it's like wrong, whatever, let me know, because I am like kind of nervous about doing this, but it's just there. If you're watching the vids, you're watching the channel and it's something that you're after, or it's something you think somebody might be after, head over to Patreon. Patreon.com/okJLUV, and it's basically this tier, Japan Love. So that's my little announcement. I'm going to make a video showing off some of the pickups I got in Japan and then talk about that a bit more in that video, but I thought I would just bring that up here. I'm ready to launch this and just see where it goes. It might be popular or it might not, but if I can help like one person out, that's a dub. So
Pussio,
yeah,
my little
that's
pickle,
it.
Kombucha,
That's the little update there.
These nuts. Have a nice day.
Mario Pikachu, you got it covered? Probably not on the Mario Pikachu. But my rationale there is like, if I do that and then like someone doesn't pick up the card, then, you know, high chance that I'm just going to be happy to have the card, you know? So I want to make the Japan trips like a bit more of a service to you guys, so that like, I don't know, I'm just trying to find ways to just make it fucking cooler. That's all. I'm just trying shit. Go Blues. Package, thank you for the Prime, you absolute legend. Thank you for your support. Would shipping to the US be an issue? I would work it out. Package, thank you again. Thank you for the 22 months. That is a long ass time. Thank God we have the fucking buy this week. The plan, okay, so the plan, if I ship to the US, which I will, I'm going to ship worldwide. The idea would be that I ship a whole bunch to the US in one package. So rather than like me add $40 Australian to the shipping cost for you, because I have to ship you the card, at the end of the month, I'd ship a whole bunch of cards to the US to someone that I trust, and then that person would then distribute them. And that is a good way, you know, if I do that and then there's like, I don't know, 15 people that have bought cards, then that is a way for me to like consolidate the costs and bring them all down. Remember how jluv, remember how I remember if you saw the 279 Festa Pika like every fucking stream, maybe I will pay for the $5. Well, the option's there. If the main thing is that the Patreon consolidates it and makes it easier for me. On these trips, I'm doing a lot, you know, like I'm streaming, I'm filming videos, I'm trying to keep active on all the socials. I'm like also trying to like just enjoy being there. And so if I forget something, then it makes me really anxious. But if I go into the day and I know, okay, so this is my list that people have sent to me. So if I see any of these cards, I know it. And that list is like every night I come home and there's like new patrons or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so we've got like 15 people and they want these cards. Then actively when I'm on the trip, I'm going to know to keep an eye out for them and it will trigger the memory. So yeah. I missed the update, but I'm sure it's mad. Well done. No worries, Optimal. Basically it is, I'm going back to Japan, which I think you already know. And I am providing a service on Patreon where I will actively look out for Japanese cards for you guys while I'm on the Japan trips. Patreon and Pokemon cards always been kind of weird because some people on their Patreon, and I'm going to start opening Destined Rivals in a second, chat. It's been a while since I've streamed, so I'm doing a big catch up. Some people take issue with like Pokemon card content creators starting Patreons, like when they offer like advice, you know, which, you know, I actually don't think is that bad when you, it's context matters, right? So like, the thing with patrons is they're just like they're a way to like provide extra support to a creator. If you've like historically just like, if you just like historically give, like advice is always such a weird one. Like, I don't know how I feel about advice. But I also understand that like the bigger a creator gets, the harder it is to respond to questions like that. So there's only so much people can do. So it's just an offer there. I always think that creators that offer advice behind Patreon, but also just provide that advice for free in their videos and stuff and the other content they make is like kind of chill. So like patrons are really weird, but they've got a bit of a stigma in the Pokemon card space. So I'm kind of like nervous about offering this, but I feel like, you know, there'll probably be like 1 or 2 people that like it and that will help them. So why the fuck not? The idea isn't to go full time using this Patreon service. This is just like a way for me to like help people out and make sure I actually do it. So if I want Mudkips, you'll hunt them down in Japan. Well, think about like, basically like if there's a specific card you want from a specific set, I will like if I see it, I'll be like, hey, I found it. This is the condition. Do you want me to pick it up? And then I'll send you the photos and then we can like liaise. And then I will like make note, okay, package wants that card. Tomorrow I have to go back and get it. That kind of thing. The Patreon link is there. But like Chip Ritchie was messaging me and he was like, hey, can you get me rare candies if you see them? And I'm like, okay, fine, easy. Like that's an easy one. If you see the fucking like if you see the Legends rare candies, can you hook me up? Super easy. Like I'm not charging Chip for that. He just messaged me. Fucking chances are if you fucking just message me on Instagram and I remember, I'll fucking just do it for free anyway. So like it's just there. It's like Patreon, it's like an incentive to join the Patreon. And just if you want to like help support the channel, that is a way for you to do it. That's it. Also, the more people that join that, the more obligated I feel to create content for it and be more diligent. So it goes both ways. Just join. Thank you, Venomink, you absolute fucking legend. Every bit counts. That'll get me lunch in Japan one day. All right, what do you reckon, chat? We open up Destined Rivals. I got a bit of it. Let's get this thing going. Oh, I better turn the camera on. Get Old Reliable out. So what are the hit rates like on this? Old Reliable being the Kamiya map. Kamiya map. So many people say Kamiya to me that now I'm saying Kamiya. I'm being like gaslit into saying Kamiya. You know, I'll tell you what. Like, if you join the Patreon and you're like, hey, can you get me this playmat? Fucking good luck. I never see this playmat on my trips. Ever. Brensay messaged me and was like, if you see it, can you get it? I'm just never going to fucking see it. I never see this playmat. This is the hardest playmat in the world to find. Am I going to NAIC? Absolutely not, because you'll be there and you'll probably kill me. Do people wash playmats? I think some people do. Pump Gamey has a little tutorial on YouTube that shows you how to like clean them without ruining them. So if that's something you need to know, because like mine has coffee, which is so annoying. It's just not like me at all. But that's just how it is. My dad called me, so I'm just going to text him and just say, hey, is everything okay? Because my dad doesn't normally call me. My biggest fear is coffee on a playmat or your dad calling you. 500 USD. I think you can find them for like 200, 150 USD. It is in the furthest corner, yeah. But like you said, I know it's there, so it tilts me. For some reason, I thought you stopped collecting. Well, I always need some English cards because if I ever need to play, I need English cards. And so it's always good to have some. And I'd rather not buy bulk English. And also, I like to have a bit of fun. So I don't particularly collect them, but like if I pull a Knitter King, I'm going to be fucking pretty happy because I like the card. Is the Yuruto playmat stonking these days? I don't know. Playmats and sleeves used to be like a cool little thing to collect. As like a niche little thing. But then they just ended up making so fucking many of them that it became really difficult to keep up. Classic dad. Calls me, doesn't read his text. All right. Let's start off with these old mates. I had to go to EB Games to pick up my Alamo. What a sentence. I had to go pick up my Alamo from like fucking months ago. And I did pre-order Destined, so I was like, oh. I was like, he's like, you pre-ordered one booster pack. I was like, ain't no way. I pre-ordered an ETB, but the ETB's got delayed in Australia. And I was like, dude, if it's one booster pack, just leave it. And then I was like, no, in my luck, it'll be the pack with the Mewtwo in it. But then he's like, oh, no. It's actually a triple. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. So here we are. This Kangaskhan is dope, by the way. I do like this promo. This should 100% be the default holo on every single rare, but for some reason they hate us. I'm really excited for the rares at a Black Bolt White Flare, just because they look clean with the new, like the new old holo. So much better. I use a playmat as desk mat. I wash it when it's dirty. What's up, PP man? Alrighty, here we go. Destined Rivals, first packs. Fuck. I haven't done it for a while. Alright, here we go. Okay, we're good now. Team Rocket's Mareep. Tarantula. This card's dope. Subalteri. This card's dope. Rattata. Dude, 3 dope cards to start us off. Duske. Blipbug. Botherbot. Ogapon. Manectric. Izuk. Shrimish. Zeraora. Into a Regirock EX. Okay. I asked chat just before, I asked you guys, what are the hit rates like? I saw Danny's hit rate video went up. I don't usually buy into the whole like hit rates chatter because I just do think that it's all random. But I am curious. I'm mostly a collector. I heard something about Scarlet Violet being over with this set. Is that true? After this set, we get Black Bolt White Flare, and then from then on, it's sets with Mega Pokemon in it. I do still think those sets will have SV in the corner. Shrimish. Great Ball. Lipard. Whoa. That guy did a fucking backflip. Team Rocket's Proton. Hey! Team Rocket's Giovanni. Out of the triple blister? Let's go. Akagi. Nice. We take that. Open the box on your bed to relive the Goon Cave stream. I don't think people liked that. I think it made people uncomfortable. I mean, off the triple blister, that's pretty good. I think that made people very uncomfortable, the Goon Cave stream. But also, like, you can't force a Goon Cave stream. So, like, we've got to kind of be, like, in Japan for those. One thing I'm really excited about for this next Japan trip is opening up packs on release day. So, on the Team Rocket launch day stream, I didn't open up any packs. Because, like, everything, like, I fucking just, like, I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I was kind of, like, winging that. This trip, I'm going to be completely alone. And I do feel like I'm going to have a better shot at finding packs and boxes on release day. Terrible on the ears. And so the plan and like the idea is as I find packs, I'll just stop and then open them up, you know? So it's like kind of like a, as it's happening kind of thing. Cause like, I'm not going to buy packs or boxes there if I get a hold of them and then cuck everybody again. Zamazenta by Arita. Oh, the mega sets are M1, M1. Okay, there you go. Black Bolt's the last one. Makes sense. I'm assuming that the megas have a different letter in the corner for legality. Calvin, I am starting to collect E-Series and VS. Am I able to find anything decent in Japan at the moment? When are you going to Japan? My answer to that is, ooh, the voice is creaking. We're getting an ad in 10 seconds. I feel like we already had an ad. That's fucking insane, dude. I'll answer this when the ad goes. This makes me want to go to EB and see if they have stock. Nothing beats release day, dude. You can't beat release day. Wait, I'm going to wait for the ad to pass. Okay, so when the next, one of the next rotations happens, basically EX and some partner Pokemon will still be in rotation when Megas are in circulation and rotation. Asatiki, I'm so checked out of Modern and I want a few dud sets in a row so the sneakerheads bugger off. I feel like the Mega set, look, I thought Black and White were going to be the sets where they pissed off. But I still think they're here to stay for a little while longer. Kygus, did the Knicks win in the end? Or anybody who's watching that game? Oh, they're up 18. Okay. All right, we're back from the ad. Okay, so Calvin asked, I'm starting to collect E-Series and VS. Am I able to find anything decent in Japan? You can find them. The issue is the condition of them. So, like E-Series specifically, the condition is just chopped on most of the E-Series cards that are there. Occasionally, you can get lucky, but at least in Tokyo, it's not looking great. So, but like you'll find them. This card is dope. Nisimono. Really, really nice card. Really, really, really nice card. It's an awesome Breloom. Snowbar. Kamiya. Dude, so many people say Kamiya. Komiya. Tomokazu Komiya. Say it with me, chat. Tomokazu Komiya. Tomokazu Komiya. Really throw the back of your throat into it, you know? Tomokazu Komiya. 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 There you go. Komiya. It's the beautiful thing about Japanese. It's like, if you split every Japanese word up into 2 letters and then read them 2 letters at a time, bang. Speaking Japanese. Hippopotamus. Barracuda. Murkrow. Dope card. Dope card. Claydol. Dope card. Ah, Emorikura. Beautiful card. Fantastic artist. This is clean. Cynthia's Rose Raid. Energy Recycler and Magcargo. It's a nice card. It's also a fantastic illustration. I did not do a inside the artwork of Destined Rivals video. You guys probably gathered that much. I just looked at the timeline and I was like, there's just no way I could possibly make that video. Which is a shame because this set has beautiful illustrations in it too. I just can't make another video like that. I don't know when I could make another video like that. Because the Journey Together / Battle Partners one took hundreds of hours, like at least 100 hours. Lapras. And Morikura. She drew a few cards. Primate. Dipplin. Murkrow. Barracuda. Watchtower. Good Stadium.
Pussyo, My Little Pickle,
Combuskin. Beebus.
Nuts. Have a nice day.
Moltres. Okay, not bad. Out of the triple blister, we take that. We take that for sure. Beric Duffy, thank you for the 51 fucking months. Sheesh. That is a long ass time. Beric Duffy, thank you for 51 months of support. In a row. Beric, you're a fucking real one.
Pussyo, My Little Pickle,
Jaradishi, sorry.
Have a nice day.
2 months is not 51 months, but 2 months is more than 0 months. So thank you as well. Don't feel overshadowed by Beric Duffy. It's just Beric Duffy's been here a long ass time. But you're also a real one, Jaradishi. Thank you for the 2 months. 51 months is just fucking ages. That's half of 100. Thank you, dude. What's been happening, Beric? Squawkabilly. This is a beautiful card. Cynthia's Roselia. Another beautiful card. The whole set's beautiful. Nidoran, when I was opening up Glory Team Rocket, I did say how dope this card was. When people were saying, oh, there's no, like, dark Pokemon. It's like, my brother in Christ. They are dark Pokemon. They are Rocket's Pokemon. They are dark Pokemon. Like, imagine looking at that and being like, it's not as good because it doesn't say Dark Flaffy. Many have this opinion. Arcanine. Dope card. Abomasnow. Judge. I like this new Judge. Morotum. Recycler. And Typhlosion. That's a good hit. It's a good deck. And it's Typhlosion who beat the allegations and is prospering. He beat every single allegation. My boy's back. They just want dark in the cards. Yep. It's fucking insane. Can someone answer my hit rates question? Kygus, I know you watched Danny Phantom's video. And you will not answer my question about the hit rates. And I know you watched the video. Still waiting on my Typhlosion bit badge? You'll be waiting, buddy. I know you watched it, dude. What do you mean you didn't watch it? You are the guy that watches the videos. You watch that. You watch those videos. I swear to God I didn't. Hey man, don't swear to God. I remember when I was a kid and people would say, swear to God. And I would always say, no, I won't swear to God. That and swear on your mom's life. That one I never did. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's diabolical. If I said something and then someone didn't believe me and then they said swear on your mom's life, I was like, fuck you, man. Like, you know what? If you don't believe me, I don't give a fuck. That was crazy. Hit rates are pretty much the same as Surging. What were Surging's hit rates? Is that a thing that happened in America? Because in Australia, people were saying that all the time. Swear on your mum's life. I was always like, bro, that's my mum. How about you just fucking believe me? All right, boost the box. Boost the box time. 1 in 70-ish. So if half of 70 is 35, then that means I have the chance to hit 2 SIRs in this box. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah, baby. This is the most... I just want to say, this isn't preaching. This is the most gambling Pokemon card set of all time. This is the most it's ever felt like high stakes gambling. Like, when you spend 150 Australian dollars or like 100 USD, you don't fucking care what you're going to get. Like, you know, you're spending like it's a modest amount. It's a lot of money, but it's not like a ridiculous amount of money. You're spending like, you know, your funny money for the week. It's fine. But like 160 US, 190 US, 300 Australian, it's like, okay, that's like fucking a lot of money. And almost certainly I'm going to get kicked in the asshole. And so now it's like well and truly into like CS loot case territory where it's like, okay, I'm still going to have fun, but if I don't get anything great, it's going to feel pretty rotten after. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're at. Having said that, I'm still opening it, but this is not a great direction for Pokemon cards. And that's where I'm going to leave it at. I'm not going to give you the whole fucking like, it should be cheaper, like MSRP, scalpers, don't buy it. I'm not going to give you that. We've fucking heard it 1,600 million fucking times. But what I will say is that the value proposition has evaporated. But if I hit Nidoking, the value proposition is fucking cool. Poggers, buy now. Get a knife? I can't, Joe. And I fucking hate you. So, Joe pulled the knife and I didn't, and I cannot be happy for him. I just want him to suffer. I'm that kind of guy. I cannot be happy for your success. Team Rocket's Tarantula. Rattata. This is the same pack as before. Blipbug. Larvitar. This is a dope card. Kuroi Mori. Rapidash. Beautiful on the ears. Shinonahara. Dope card. Incredible artist. This is a fucking sick pack. Every card in this pack is dope. TM Machine, except this one. Tarantula. Kangaskhan. Blaziken. Holy Kusajima. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, dude. That's like a top 10 Blaziken. That is super Hajime Kusajima, man. Dude, he's back. In Kazumasa Yasukuni form. Chicken Jockey. The expected EV is always trash for any TCG. Yeah, but they're priced in such a way that you're okay with that. And I feel like for me, and like I'm in a relatively like okay, I am in a comfortable financial position. And even for me, I'm like, fuck this, dude. And this is meant for kids. People keep missing. I think the key argument, the key thing that people miss when they say it's a children's card game. It's a children's card game, right? It's a game. The thing that they're missing is that fucking parents can't afford this shit, and kids for sure cannot. So the value proposition as a child is like, it's just not there. It's an adult play thing now, that's the saddest part. Even if it was accessible, it would still be expensive. Team Rocket's Nidorino. Because stores can't price the way that they were like 5-6 years ago. Because there are so many stores now all fighting against each other. We're never going to see those like less than wholesale prices ever again. It's a very complex, deep-rooted problem. Team Rocket's Drowsy. Steeman's Claydol. Nagimiso. Ariana. Floatzel. Shibuzo. Classic Shibuzo right there. Dope-ass Gyarados by Gossan. It's a really nice Greedent. Komiyama. To be fair, less than wholesale prices weren't healthy either. Well, I've said this in the past. I think a Pokemon card store is a failing or a bad business model. I just think it's a bad business model. Like, I think going into business as a Pokemon card store or reseller, rip and shipper, it's just a very bad business model. Only like the how to say this. You have to do a lot of ethically, like, you either, okay, there's two ways to run a store, in my opinion. You have to have either the most like goated store ever, and like you can afford to like ride the 2-year like hard period where like you just like bleed money, like any business usually does, usually, not all. And it has to be like the most goated store, and you offer like a huge variety of like, not just Pokemon cards, but like every TCG, other games, figures, like your service is impeccable, your prices are relatively okay, right? And it's just like the most goated, and like you just like going there. Like you can succeed doing that, and you're in like a really good location. This is like brick and mortar, right? Or like you have to be like very ethically loose, and you have to employ, like you have to engage in a lot of like ethically gray business practices. Yama. Hippodon. And I'll expand on that in a second. Mogrim. This is supposed to be good. Flip a coin. If heads, put 2 damage counters on one of your opponents. If tails, put 2 damage on yours. Dwebble. Talo. Ooh, we got a shiny. Ooh, Judge. Okay. We take that. That guy's going to get shuffled into a lot of decks. The new Judge. So what I'm getting at when I say like ethically gray business practices, it's like the obfuscating of the value of what it is you're selling. And that's when that's the whole like Japanese Pokemon cards thing where it's like, which is very different now, but I'm like talking like, 2021, 2022, selling Japanese for like 2 or 3 times retail because people didn't know what it actually was worth when you could still get it. So that's why I think it's like a very difficult business model to like succeed in, because you either have to be the GOAT or you have to be like a slime ball. Ethan Cyndaquil, good card. Typhlosion deck, need it. Get your fellas up. Zubat, Nosepass. Raticate, great card. Uninori, classic artist. Or classic style, I should say. Houndoom. Recycler, Murkrow, Annihilape, Granite Cave, and Cynthia's Garchomp EX. Not bad. Pretty good spread of EX cards so far, which I like. I don't like doubling up on bad EXs. I think from this set, what do you want to see? You want to see Ho-Oh. I don't even know which EXs are good out of this set. Will we ever get the Uninori Meowth in English? I really thought we were going to get it in this set, to be honest. All right. Somebody said, what is my method for organizing bulk? I just put them in Pokemon, items, trainers, stadiums, items, supporters, stadiums, I should say, and reverse hollows. Lapras, Primate, Diplin, Electrike, Toedscruel, Golbat, Team Rocket's Archer, Zapdos, Grey card, Nurikabe, Yanma, first illustration rare, okay, Ayako Ozaki, nice card, we take it. It's a good card. And Tyranitar behind that. That's like a dungeon crawler kind of illustration. It's like you just ran into him in a dark alley. Imagine just running into a Tyranitar in a dark alley. That's what this card is. Do I alphabetize my cards? Come on, man. Be for real. Seeing this reminded me, we've got the potential for Moltres in this set, eh? Which is dope. What's the best? What is the? I mean, like, it's got to be Mewtwo, right? After Mewtwo, what? It's like Ho-Oh. I want to say Nidoking, Garchomp, Moltres. Those 5 are all very strong. Very, very strong. Aracuda. Mastiff. Jluv. Beautiful card. Felicia Chen. Gabite. Barrascuda. Watchtower. We take those. Metachamp. Whisker. Okay. They're going to be a new artist. I don't think I've seen them before. Reminds me of Shibuzo style. Combuskin. Team Rocket's Meowth. Megumi Mizutani. Into Zeraora. Watchtower is always good to pick up. I need more water. I've been sipping on tea. Talo. Slugma. Metatai. Minami beautiful card. Great artist. I should get around to starting artist binders for the modern artists before their portfolio gets too big. Otherwise, I'm cooked. This is a fucking awesome card. Wellspring Mask, Ogerpon, Rika. That's so good. Holy hell, that's good. That's dope. Shaman. This could be some of the... This is like collectively one of the best looking sets since fucking Journey Together, really. Mo Rotom. Weasel. Roserade. Like this a lot. Attacks used by your Cynthia's Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active. If you want to do artist binders, who would your first 3 be? What do you mean? If I was going to start from like 0? Chat, let me blow my nose real quick. I guess if I was starting from 0, I would pick 3 different artists from different generations. So I think Atsuko Nishida is one of the best artists to try and collect. I want to say Himeno, but Himeno cards are pretty expensive. So whereas Nishida cards, like, she has expensive cards, but for the most part, a lot of their commons, uncommons and stuff from vintage to now are like not that hard to get a hold of, not that expensive. I really like this Sudowoodo. So Atsuko Nishida is a good start. And then I'd probably pick a modern artist. Yu Nishida is a great shout. Jiro Sasamo is a great shout. Minami Take, but their portfolio isn't that big. But I think it would be good to start artists like those because I feel like Yu Nishida, Jiro Sasamo, Minami Take, Okacheke, Hyogonosuke, Teiziro, Jerky, those kind of artists are going to be like highly revered in a few years' time. And so it would be good to get onto them sooner rather than later. Like Shinji Kanda is an example of an early artist, or like a new school artist that's popped. And so obviously like Shinji Kanda cards are really tough to get because of that. And for the third one, I don't know who I'd pick as the third, but I would definitely start with like an old school and then like a modern. Hyogonosuke. Gibble. Yori Suzuki. Okay, Ethan's Ho-Oh. That's pretty good here. Good EX cards so far from the box. Not bad. How you going, Mitchie? Akira Egawa is good too. Yeah. Akira Egawa is like pretty renowned currently. Super popular artist right now. Very, very sad I didn't get to meet them last year. But I had to be there for the birth of my son. Okay, that is 1/4 of the box done. Let's go for the other half. Rika's a great artist, but I don't know how, like, some of these artists so far that I've been hitting, like, their portfolio isn't very... Kochai is good too. Isn't that deep right now? Mo Rotom. Growlithe. Swallow. Recycler. Murkrow. Barrascuda. Quilava. Chingling. This is a dope card. Minanakai. That's a really good card. Sneasel. Dope as. Ghidorah. Is Corki Saito undeniably the most expensive artist to collect? I want to say no. I would say it is probably Masakazu Fukuda. Corki Saito would definitely be in the top 10. Because of the gold stars. Fukuda is like really tough to collect. Mankey. Rattata. Nidoran. KRGC with the Houndour. Scrafty. I really like this card. Really, really like this card. It's just great. Scrafty's so bright and vibrant in the front, and then the back there's like this subtle blur. Really just makes Scrafty pop. Really clean. Really love the illustration on this great ball. Orbeetle. It's alright. Shroomish. Judge. Ooh, Ethan's Ho EX SR, or what do we call this? Secret rare? Full art? You take that. You definitely take that. That could have been a Regirock. Could have been a Regirock. Which would have been diabolical. Pretty good. Not bad. What are the best looking full arts in this set? I want to say it's like Team Rocket's Mewtwo. I'd say this is okay. This gets the pass. Garchomp doesn't look great. Nidoking's alright. It's between this and Mewtwo for sure. Imagine they made all SR's non-CG artworks. In an alternate universe, they did. DJ Miles, what's cooking, King? Am I going to card party? No, I'm not going to this current card party. It's just too much travel for old jluv. I'm going back to Japan next week for the Black Bolt White Flare release, so I could not justify coming back and then going straight to card party. I think that would have destroyed me. Card party is a tough one because I don't live in America. It's a very, very expensive exercise. Like, I'd love to go, but just like I'm just not in a spot where I can do that. How much will you be streaming IRL there? Nicholas, there will be 5 streams. I will post the schedule up. That's on my to-do list. I will post a schedule up shortly. But if you're in Australia, are you in Australia or America, Nicholas? Electabuzz. Roselia, dope card, Nisimono. Porygon. Heat Rotom. Watchtower, we take those. This is good because it shuts down abilities for normal Pokemon. Both normal Pokemon in play have no abilities. Shuts them down. Metacham. Turns off Squawk ability. Turns off a lot of stuff. Misty Psyduck. Liepard. Skarmory. Zapdos. Yeah, schedule will make life a lot easier for you guys and me too, because then I've got something to adhere to. But there will be 5 streams. So if you're in America, I will be streaming from Japan on the 4th of June, the 5th, the 7th, the 9th, and then the 11th. If you're in Australia or Japan, that'll be the 5th, the 6th, the 8th, the 10th, and then the 12th. So basically every second day starting from the 4th/5th of June. The day before, Black Bolt, White Flare comes out, and then the day of. Yeah, so you would be Australia. You'd be like Australia time, Japan time, basically. Chingling, this card's dope. Grimer, Marshall, great card. All the art in this set is dope. Tarantula, Rapidash, Shinonahara. Cynthia's Power Weight. Golbat. Akira Pineco. Barraskewda. Roserade. Okay. Michi, how's everything going on your end, dude? So Michi runs the account Peeplop on Instagram and TikTok. And he's making the vids and showing off how to make like really Peeplop IG. How to make like really dope and like really unique binders. You should definitely check out his reels so you can see what he's cooking up. But Michi, longtime fan of the channel, good friend, and very, very passionate Pokemon card collector. Knows a lot about the artists. Very, very passionate. So he's making dope vids. Am I winning, son? Well, I'm opening English, which is a fucking crapshoot, but we're having a good time. How you going, Asteri? Manic Trick, Megcargo, Rattata. Ooh, Nidoking. Okay. I'm getting some pretty solid EXs out of this. I'm eating good. So far, Garchomp, Ho-Oh. So I'm getting like a lot of the partners Pokemon EXs, which are the EXs that you want to hit. One trainer. So I feel like that's it for like full art or like secret rare. What do they call them in English? Ultra rare? What do they call them in English? I ask this every single time I open up English. I was saying this to one of my friends. I'm like, I can understand, read, speak Japanese. I can't remember basic things like, what do you call that? Ultra rare? Secret, super rare, hyper rare. Maybe I am stupid. Open that pack terribly. Terribly. Magikarp, Pichu, Taurus, Morpeko, great card. Minakai, that's why. Both that and the Chingling are dope. Mudsdale. It's made me kind of hungry. Oven Sandwich. Arbok. Tezero. Nidorino. Metang. Zeraora. Gotten 2 of those, 3 of those so far. Gold cards are hypers. Okay. Somebody said their local store threw out like a bunch of bulk. Resellers in Australia don't value bulk and they just throw that stuff out. One store once told me they threw 1 million cards out. The thing about bulk is that you can just give it to kids and they love it, man. They love it. Torchic, this is a dope card. Tikamatsuno. Really nice. Team Rocket's Meowth. Megumi Mizutani. Factory. Wait, I think I got it wrong. It's not the Watchtower that's good. It's the Factory that's good. Yeah, this is good. If they played a supporter card that has Team Rocket in its name from their hand this turn, they may draw 2 cards. It's the factory that's good. It's not the warehouse. I was like, reading the warehouse, and I'm like, the watchtower, and I'm like, it's good, but it doesn't seem that good. This is good. Kazumasa Yasukuni. Clean card. All the Ogopons in this set are really good. Lurantis. Masakatomi. Metatite. Feebas. Gorbis. Very plain card. Very Naoya Kimura though. So it is, oh yeah, because it turns off Noctowl. Oh fuck, dude, it turns off Noctowl. Oh yeah, no, it is good. Watchtower's good too. They're both good. Yeah, it is good. Factory and Watchtower both good. Next one for sure. We're due. It's been kind of chill. Like, just the one art rare or illustrator rare so far. Larvitar. Blipbug. Chitodal. Hate that Pokemon. Hate the whole line. Purloin. Porygon Z. Dope card. Dope Pokemon. Ogopon. Dope card. Dope illustrator. Mimikyu. This is good too. Dumb. Like this a lot. Cyndaquil. Recycler. Annihilate. This is pretty good too. Shibuningaru. You have sleep-deprived parent brain. Welcome to the cult. I don't know why I sleeved it. You know why? Probably sleep-deprived parent brain. One thing I'm really looking forward to with this Japan trip is getting 8 hours of sleep. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to miss the Sigma. I'll miss my partner, but 8 hours sleep is going to be pretty dope. Staryu. Ekans. Ralor. Mankey. Transceiver. Nidoqueen. This card's dope. Hungry Clicker. Dope artist. Follow them on Twitter, sorry. Ampharos. Spidops. Rotom. Yanmega EX. New art rare dropped. New Lovebirds. For which set? I'm gonna have to look that out. Look that up. Oh, okay. It is pretty good. I thought you meant laddies. I was like, how would the laddies be in this set? It is nice. 150 illustrator rares, art rares is going to be crazy. I said people wouldn't care about Unversand art rare, and here we are caring wholly. We said people weren't going to care about black and white, and here we are, dude. A lot of us were saying black white was going to be the get off point for a lot of the hype beasts, but it's another hop on point. I rate this. It's decent. It's pretty good. I mean, none of the art rares in this set are a miss so far. So, like, that's what's making the set so exciting. If this was just like black and white set and they didn't do every single Pokemon as illustrator rare, it would still be exciting, but it wouldn't be as dope. But I think because every single mon is going to get an illustrator rare, it like elevates it significantly. Yeah, it's good. Beautiful Unversand. I'm getting that for my girlfriend. I hate this Pokemon, but that is crazy good. How can he cook Unversand? Dude, if they make art rares, they can cook any Pokemon. But every Pokemon is cooking. Like, this was cooking. When the artist understands the assignment, every card is cooking. Where the fuck is it? I'm sure I'll hit another one. When I see it, I'll pull it out. All right, I'm gonna refill my drink. Give me a second. I had to get me coffee because I'm a fucking addict. If I could illustrate an art rare of any Pokemon, what would it be? Cyndaquil, dude. Celebi, Cyndaquil, Rayquaza, all my favorites. Mew, but I feel like Mew has a lot of like pseudo art rares / illustration rares. Gengar's already got one. Yeah, but character rare is art rare. Same thing. It feels like the hype is here to stay, even with increase in supply. I think about that whenever I sell an English card. Because I'm looking at a lot of English cards and I'm like, is it actually, like, it feels like a great time to sell and work towards grails. But I'm like, is it actually? Like, I feel like it can't just fucking keep going like this. Like, some of the prices are so insane. I'm like, I feel like I'm selling at the top. But then people say it just keeps going. It's going to keep going. Bren say, what's up? I did actually say your name earlier. What cards am I talking about? Well, like, what did I sell on the weekend? On the weekend, I sold an Umbreon and Darkrai GX. Just like the basic one. For what? Like $290? What? Dope card. Takashi Nakamura. I think I paid like $50 for that card years and years ago as a PSA 10. It's like, why is it that expensive? How much more expensive can that... Great card, but like, it's a junk slab. How much more expensive can it get? This is crazy good. Madazor. Rocket's wheezing. Team Rocket's petrol. Can we get a Team Rocket art rare? That'd be kind of dope. Electrike. Gorbius. I'm not gonna lie, that Unfazant made me want to open up like a lot of packs. But save our monies. Save our monies for Japan. That's the plan. All the money that I'm selling, everything I'm selling is just going into Japan. Straight into the Japanese economy. Oh, we're in an ad break. Of course we are. Bren, I think I was... What was I talking about? I graded a Gardevoir EX, bought it raw at 30, sold it as a 10 at like 180. Wait, a Gardevoir EX? Like which one? Are you talking about the special illustration rare or just like the normal? It'd have to be the special illustration rare. You bought a special illustration Gardevoir EX for $30? I didn't know they got that cheap. God of War EX is what I'm... Shut up, dude. God of War. I guess when you say it like that, it does sound like someone from New York saying, have you played God of War? Hey, there's this new PS2 game that came out. Oh yeah, what's it called? It's called God of War. God of War? Yeah, you play as Kratos. He's like a Greek god. God of what? Well, he's a god of war. That's why they call it God of War, you fucking idiot. It actually sounds like it. God of War. It actually is, bro. You know the beautiful thing about the New York accent like that? I can fucking picture it. I can picture the two guys I'm fucking talking as. Like one's like, they're both like, I was gonna say one's short and fat and the other one's, no, they're both short and fat. It's just the other one of them's got a big head. And they both have like Danny DeVito kind of hairstyle where like it's around the side, but it's bald at the top. God of War. All right. You know it's a dry spell when I'm fucking doing skits in American accents. Squovet. Nidoran. Mo Rotom. Growlithe. Manic Trick. I blame you for that, BB Retro. The Factory. This one's good. Ogerpon. Houndour. Orbeetle. Crustle. Huge ass dry spell. Chat, where are the hits? I just bought my chicket. I just saw Chichai jump in the chat and then I was about to respond to you saying you bought your ticket. And I ended up saying chicket. I just bought my ticket to Japan. No Destined Rivals for me, but worth based. The correct play. Nidorino. How you going, Chichai? I should bump into you on Sunday. I'll be there. Chiqueto. Drowsy. Close enough, Zanga. Cyndaquil. Probopass. This is dope. Hey, So-So. Great card. Mimikyu. Bottled that. Cynthia's Power Weight. Hippopotas. Skarmory. Dope ass Wobbuffet. Kazumasa Yasukuni drew a lot of cards in this set and all of them are fucking clean. Dom, you say Michi? Yeah, I like this Mimikyu. I was talking about it before. I think you mustn't have been here when I hit it. It's a really good card. ZD said how many packs left? I feel like half the box is still here. You guys know I go slow. Swallow. Electabuzz. Roselia, dope card. Paragon, good card. This is what I was talking about, Lurantis. So Asteri said if they can make Unfazant look good, they can make anything look good. They can make Lurantis look good. It's a dope card. Rocket's Transceiver. How much profit did you make from the Dom Giovanni promo, Brense? I'm actually very curious. Nidoqueen. If you don't want to disclose publicly, you can DM me. Oh, is that Garchomp? Oh. I didn't even know Arvin had it. I thought Arvin was in fucking Battle Partners. The hell have I been? I thought it was Garchomp. Hey, you don't look an SIR in a gift SIR in the mouth. Wait, that's art rare? No, it's not. No. It's an SAR. Why are you guys gaslighting me? Hey, if the odds are 1 in 70, we take it. I actually tripped out because I got the Arvin sandwich and I was like, oh, well, I guess they are making more trainers cards in other sets that they're not featured in. Because in my mind, Arvin was battle partners / journey together. I thought it and then I didn't say it. I cannot remember seeing one Arvin's ex in this set. There's no way. And I feel like I have not, and a Typhlosion. I feel like I have not seen one Arvin's blah 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 in this set. Hey, you take an SAR. Or a special illustration rare, I should say. I really wanted the Nidoking though. I cannot deny I wanted the Nidoking. Alright. Have I seen one Arvin's Pokemon? One's Arvin's whatever in this set? A lot of Cynthia, Ethan. I just haven't been fucking reading. They have been here the whole time. I am really stupid. Alright, I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass, but you knew that. Well, you know that you don't come to jluv for English Pokemon card news. We do not come to jluv for English Pokemon card news. Nose pass. We don't even know what we come for jluv anymore because he doesn't do any news. Bro doesn't know anything. Arcanine. Skipping now. Giovanni. Torchic. Staryu. Okay, Crobat. Getting a lot of good EX and a good spread of them too. I only know Labubu.
Pussyo, my little pickle.
I don't know
kombucha,
anything about Labubu. Can
These
someone
nuts.
explain to me
Have
the
a nice
inception,
day.
like where the Labubu stuff all started from? I was going to ask it at the start of the stream, but then I forgot. Go Ducks Go. Thank you for the sub, you absolute legend. Thank you for the prime. Boss? They've primed. Thank you, King. I appreciate your support. From China. But like where did the hype, where did the movement start from? Like where did the movement come from? Who's Lisa? It's K-pop people? Ah, okay. Some K-pop star was obsessed with them and now the world is. That you guys know they're Beanie Babies, right? Like they are they are categorically Beanie Babies. Right? Impidimp. They're like Funko Pops. Shroomish. Skarmory. They have no like, where's their lore? Like they have no lore. Ampharos. Granite Cave. Melodic. jluv. Labubu has formaldehyde. What? Spidops. Well, I don't own any Labubu, so Sigma will not go near it. Well, I just don't like, I know like, they're just like they're a fashion, they're a status symbol, right? They're just a status symbol. My thing with that is like I'm a pretty hardcore collector. I know and I understand a lot about collecting, right? And those kind of collectibles fall into the fad category for me because they don't have any culture, but they suddenly like emerge and they feel as if they do have like this long standing following, but like they just, there's no foundation. They just instantly fucking hit the stratosphere. So they're not going to have like my shoot from the hip take is that they have like zero longevity. They rely on a lot of external factors to remain popular over time, like influencers, K-pop stars, whatever, like wearing them and branding them as like a fashion statement or a status symbol. Whereas with Pokemon, if you take all that away, at its core, like it still has a lot of culture and like depth to it. So like any collectible that has depth and a foundation will stand the test of time. But then that's why like Beanie Babies just fucking disappeared. because there was no culture or lore behind them.
It's like a media plant, they suddenly appear, and disappear just as quick, but the people behind get a fat stack of cash.
Mareep. Yeah, Brian, that's how I feel about it too. Yanmar. Gibble. Morgrim. Team Rocket's Archer. Toadscroll. Arvin's Toadscroll. Marnie's Scrafty. Who the fuck is Marvin, dude? Hey, Misty's Lapras. Very nice. Saw this card a lot in Japan. Never picked it up. Very nice. We take that. Okay, okay. This is a really nice card. I like the shade. I like the tone to it. It's like a sepia tone almost. It's nice. Notice any difference in the print quality from AR to IR? ARs always look way, way better. Japanese art rares look better than illustration rares. But I don't have this on me to show you that difference. Why the foiling looks simple? It's just what they went for with this card. I'd hazard that over half of the PokeTubers also have a Labubu. This is the thing, right? If I was going to drop, like, how much is the Labubu right now if I wanted to get a Labubu? Chat, help me get a Labubu. Which one do I get? MSRP 30, market price 150. So if I was going to spend 150 on a collectible, there are so many other collectibles that I don't have in the interest that I do already have that I would rather spend that 150 on than starting a Labubu collection for this thing that I have no fucking affinity towards. Lie-powered. And every single PokeTuber would have the same thing. So, like, why all of a sudden would you just go and drop 150 on a Labubu? If there's, like, holes in your collection, which pretty much every collector has a hole in their collection. Like, nobody has everything. That's what I'm saying. They're a sign of status. It's like how ponchos, right? Like poncho Pikachus. They're just a status symbol. You don't have everything, Smokey. Stop lying. Pineco. Clampel. Ponyta. Terzero. Great Scraggy. Great Scraggy. Spiritomb. Pinsir. Barraskewda. Ponyta. Spikemuth Gym. Haven't heard that for years. That term. By the way, I didn't show this off at the start of the stream. I probably should have. The SV10 binder. You can still get these. You just can't get the first edition ones. But if you do want the Voltex SV10 binder, which is very clean, you can still get it. It just doesn't say first edition. So, like, everyone thinks that this is, like, fucking the coolest shit ever. Look, it's cool, right? But I saw people complaining that you can't get it anymore because it's sold out, right? But I was like, the binder is still cool. You can just get the binder. Like, you're not getting the binder for the first edition. The first edition thing is just... I was leading into that, Risa. The first edition thing is just... It's like a loyalty thing. But, like, it's not the end of the world if you miss it. I saw a lot of people complaining on Voltex's post about how there weren't enough or that it, like, sold out too quickly. And it's like... That's just like an extra little bonus. If you miss it, you miss it. It's not the end of the world. Life goes on. But you can still get the SV10 binder. So you can check it out here. okJLUV 10 SV10 gets you 10% off and helps out the channel. The first edition thing is, I think, a nice little touch. It's like a support / loyalty thing. It's a nice little touch. But it's definitely not the be all end all. It's not worth like venting frustration about if you miss it, because you can still just get the regular unlimited miner. And it's good that they provide that option there. Sold out on the US, Canada sites though. Ah. Yeah, I still got more packs. So it's too expensive for you guys to import from the UK. It's not actually up yet on Amazon Australia, but I think it will be soon. I think it's currently being shipped here. But okJLUV 10 gets you 10% off Amazon as always. There's no way you hit 2 SIRs out of a box, right? Chingling, love this card. Grimer, Tarantula, Magikarp, Venture Bomb, Ogapon, Hypno. I think it's the first Hypno we've seen today. Primeape, Porygon 2, Gradient. I hit that as like the first rare from the triple blisters, and then I was like, I can't believe Arvin's in this set. I had no idea. The difference is an imprinting of the first edition inside the binder cover. People are just FOMOing so bad. I think it's more a function of rich people artificially manipulating the supply of items that collectors traditionally would have ease of access to. So it's basically people with a lot of money making a lot more money by exploiting simple wants in life. Like, they're exploiting people's want to have relief from the real world. It's just people with it's just fucking pigs with like a lot of money. Seeing that like, hey, like people like Vault X binders, so let's take advantage of that. It's just the absolute like worst parts of capitalism. Mudbray, Breloom, Snova, Hippopotas, Proton. It's my first day at the job. Murkrow, Claydol, Ogapon, Carbink. It's a nice card. Linked him. That's why. Mitchie, shout out. And Rockets Mewtwo. Nice. I've hit like a really good spread of EX cards. Garchomp, Ho-Oh, Nidoking, Crobat. Didn't hit the Mabastiff outside of the SAR. If that was... This would be like a dope ass box if that was like Ho-Oh. A man can dream. Ethan's Pichu. Should have had an art rare. Criminal. Taurus. Morpeko. I have a Volt X code. Yeah. okJLUV 10. Gets you 10% off site wide. Sacred Ash. Huntail. Scav. I think it's the first time we've seen this today. Clean. Love this Scrafty. Mudbray. Pichu. Should have had an IR. Ooh, another one. Yan Mega. Got 3 SRs out of this. It's pretty generous. I think this box is pretty generous. If that was the only one, that would have been fucking diabolical. But we take that. What's the code for? 10% off? It's for 10%. It's not for $10 off. It's for 10% off. Have I opened any Korean? Nah. No real desire. Nowhere to really put the cards. They don't really fit the rest of my collection. Feebas. Dottler. Probopass. Spikemuth. Mark. Spikemuth. Spikemuth. Ekans. Greedent. Articuno. Nice card. Very, very like Pokemon Red Blue. Not just because Articuno's blue and the background's red. It gives old school vibes. On the last Vault X Amazon drop, I think I got a 9 and a 12 pocket. SV2 and 4. Is that, that would have been unlimited, right? Crazy that they call them drops. But they themselves call them drops. But it's like a thing now. People fighting for their lives on drops. For binders. The only difference is on the inside. First edition says first edition. That's literally it. That's the only difference. Nobody will remember that. This is like a nice little touch that makes the binders feel premium, but the binders still feel premium irrespective of this. And so if you miss the first edition drop, you can still just pre-order the unlimited one. okJLUV 10 not working on Amazon Canada. Maybe because I'm not Canadian. I can ask them about that. Would you ever do a binder with a Pokemon but all different languages? Huh? One Pokemon but all different languages? It would only be like 25-ish. How many different languages of Pokemon cards are there? Pyro, what's good? How many packs you open? I want to say like 30. I've gone pretty slow. Sandwich. Blaziken. Dope card. Hit that twice. Okay, here we go. This is what's left here for the packs. Got another ad break. Dude, we got so many ad breaks. We got 5 packs left. Based on hit rates, we should be seeing one more illustration rare. Guess these don't count. So you guys should go. You guys gotta leave. Yeah, it could be like they're geo-blocking me. Maybe they're just giving like the North American creators access to those discount codes. But I'll ask them if you're after it. Alrighty, last 5 packs for Destined Rivals. What are we cooking here? Miskif, jluv, Gabite, Quilava. Dope card. I wish this whole line got illustration rares / art rares. Spiritomb, Fortress, Winter Wonder, Claydol, Nosepass, Mareep, Articuno, Nine languages for TCG. It would be a pretty shallow binder then. Love that sound. Toad School. Arvin's Toad School. Specifically. Coughing. Smoliv. Torchic. Lipard. Venture Bomb. Ogapon. Blipbug. Ooh, let's go. Fuck yeah. My boy. Ethan's Typhlosion. Thank you very much. Hell yeah. This is a card I'll just keep. Straight up. It's Ethan's Typhlosion, bro. It's Typhlosion. He beat all the allegations. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I don't even have this in Japanese yet. I'll buy this. I'll buy that on the next trip. I think Heatwave Arena's like pretty chill at the moment. Hell yeah, dude. He beat every allegation. He's back. All sins were forgiven once this card got announced. But the real Typhlosion fans never left. They never left. Isn't that right, Kygas? He's probably watching Jeopardy. That's pretty good. For the last illustration rare, supposedly, that's pretty damn good. Hell yeah, dude. Seeded? Well, apparently you get 3 out of a box, so fuck, that's clean. Great card. So glad that wasn't the Hydrapple. Alright, last 3 packs. Do we have a pleasant surprise left inside? Kygas is watching Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy whatnot stream. Are you serious? They're already started? Nidorina. Baltoy. Sudowoodo. The Lapras is 75. Ain't no fucking way, dude. What? Team Rocket's Ariana. That's got to be pre-release prices where people are just being stupid and taking advantage. Houndoom. Tyranitar. Wobbuffet. That would be nice to hit as well. Hydrapple. This is what you see before you die, dude. Supposedly, I don't think it's a guarantee, but it's like the going rate is 3 in a box. Yeah, this is a pretty good box. I mean, an SAR, 3 ultra rares, a good spread of the EXs, 2 really good illustration rares, 3 in total. The only way that it would have been better if that was like Nidoking, Ho-Oh, like any of the other fucking, because that's like the weakest SAR. Team Rocket's Meowth, Staryu, Ekans, Ralor, Hypno, Sacred Ash, Huntail, Applin, Tetsukayama, dope card, dope style, Raticate, and another Rabsca EX. Okay, I didn't even know that was a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 EXs. 3 IRs, that's 10. 1 SAR, that's 11. 11 hits. 13 hits. Can I count? Don't call him Typhlo Diddy. He beat the allegations. And everyone forgave him when that card got revealed. Zubat. Meowth. Dwebble. Metang. Petrol. Starmie. I feel like this is the first time I saw the Starmie today. Slugma. Porygon. Gorbis. Plain old Gorbis. To finish it off there. I don't know why I'm slapping these cards around so hard right now, but I am. Come on, Asteria. He beat the allegations. Everybody instantly forgave him when that card got revealed. Also, based on the leaks, it's not official law. It's just some random scribbles. He beat the allegations, dude. That was pretty decent, is what I would say if the box prices weren't so expensive right now. If the new meta wasn't expensive booster boxes. Or like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you had paid like the old days prices for this, you'd be chilling. I think the takeaway is that it could have been way worse. It was actually really good in the end. Blame it on Hisuian Typhlosion. Yeah, it was the weird old one, not the new one. The new one's base. Not doubling up on any of the EXs is really nice. Any SIR in a booster box is a win, 100%. I can't believe that that Misty is reselling for 75. AU or US? That's ridiculous. Very happy about this. My favorite hit from the box. This is good too. This is fun. I like that. I like getting all the different EXs again, just because it makes it easier for deck building. This is nice. The centering is chopped. That was USD. That's insane. Well, the centering is very bottom heavy. I wish it was a Knitter King. I'm not going to lie. I just wish it was a Knitter King. It's my chase. I will buy it as a single when I go back to Japan. It's pretty solid. A Hisuian Typhlosion is still a Typhlosion. Nobody cares. It's Typhlosion. It's a fucking dope Pokemon. I want Knitter King so bad. This was out of the triple blisters too. The triple blisters were actually pretty good. Whoop. We did get a Regirock. I didn't even sleeve it. How rude. Triple blisters were pretty good. Solid box. Lapras is already 30 on eBay. We good? Yeah. The pre-release prices are ridiculous. Who is falling for it? Who is falling for those prices? It's outrageous. I've never played Mystery Dungeon. I think I went through this and spoke a bit about it last stream. I get asked about it all the time. I've never played it. TCG Player pre-release is fraudulent. They only let certain sellers list. Is that true? Only real stores can list? Define a real store. They have a verified LGS's tag. That's crazy. There are so many things I just don't know. Unknown number calling me. Very ominous. Very stressful. I loved you in Saved by the Bell. Which one was I? What's up, Lenny? Which one was I? How come you won't follow up? Who was I? Which one was I in Saved by the Bell? How come they never follow up when they drive by me like that? There's only one curly-haired character. What was his name again? Screech? Screech. Saved by the Bell. That's right, Dustin Diamond. Fuck off. There's no way. My curls are better. I couldn't remember whether his name was Squeak or Screech. People say often that I look like James Spader. I see that more than I see Screech. But thank you. Look, I grew my hair out. I used to always shave it. Maybe I should shave it again. This took a while to grow though. This took like 5-6 months to get comfortably long. Well, that is probably the last Pokemon pack opening for a while. When will the next one be? When does Black Bolt White Flare come out in English? Straighten the hair? Why the fuck would I do that? Why would I straighten my hair if it's curly? July 18th. That's ages away. Is it naturally curly? Yep. Well, it's definitely not naturally straight. All right, what is up for the next 3 days? So I leave in, today's Friday. I leave in 2 days, which is it's anxiety inducing. Once I pack, I'm not going to care as much, but I need to pack. But packing shouldn't take me too long because it's Japan, so it's pretty straightforward. Next stream will be Sunday at Hobby Hangout. So I'm going to do another IRL stream at the CardCon. It'll be early Australia time. It'll be like 9:30. I won't be spending a whole lot of time there, so that's why I want to go early. I want to get in and then get out. Brent, I could have sworn I said...
You're going to Japan again this soon? Where to this time?
I could have sworn I told you that. I gotta message you. I gotta ask you some questions. That stream will not be a long one. It'll be probably like it'll probably be like 2 hours. And then I want to get home by like 1 to spend more time with the fam before I fly out. I'm not going for very long, so it's not gonna feel as sad. Always online in disc. I just never reply. Sorry, I'm busy, man. Don't take it personally. But yeah, next stream will be in a couple of days. IRL stream. CardCon. You'll just probably see me doing a whole bunch of deals. And then it is Japan. So I'll put that schedule up so you guys can see what the schedule is. If you follow me everywhere. All the socials are down there. It's just at okJLUV literally everywhere. If you join our Discord, which is kind of fun. And of course at YouTube if you're new here, which I'm sure most of you guys aren't, you OGs now. But yeah, next stream, 2 days. Probably about 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Australia time. So it'll be just like, probably like 4, 5 p.m. California, West Coast time for you guys on Saturday night in the States. But that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in. I have to clean up a little bit and then record a video, which will probably be an hour-long recording. A lot of yapping to be done. But that is all for today. Smokey, thank you so much for coming down. Go Ducks, go, thank you for the Prime. Jardishi, whole bunch of new subs and recurring subs. Beric with the 51 months. Package, Bobert, Uncle Nom, Taco Jake, Buzz Bunny, Desmaya, Murray. If you are in Melbourne, try to head down to Hobby Hangout. Come down and say hello. It'll be nice to see you. Diamond Hands, as always, thank you, and thank you for your help. Massive, massive, massive help. Thank you, King. Thank you as always. Got to get down to Shin Tokyo in Adelaide. That's I don't know if is that bad. I want to give you a shout out, but I don't want to fucking like reveal you. But from all accounts, looks like a dope ass store. I actually saw there's a post about your store in the Lorcana people. You guys had solid ass Lorcana prices, which is dope. So you're doing good shit. Thank you as always, Diamond Hands. Razdog, thank you. Optimal Poem. See you in a couple of days and then in Japan. Zanga fam. Gotcha as always, Nicholas. Thank you. Thank you.